everyone. So today we are doing something a little bit different. We are doing a vision board. So last week I watched a video from, I think it's Leanne Says. I used to watch her when I was a lot younger, but anyway, so she did a vision board, and I thought that now that it is January, it is the new year, that I would kind of do a vision board with not really I don't really have any 2019 New Year's resolutions. I just kind of have a phrase I'm trying to live by this year, and that phrase is just to be a girl boss, to be a boss as heck, you know what. And so I know that sometimes people are like, you know what, you need to set solid goals, otherwise it's not going to happen. But that is why I'm going to create a vision board, because I feel like I have so many different things kind of in the fire, kind of going on, things I'm trying to decide on, just goals that I have for 2019. And I'm going to put it on this vision board, and I'm going to put it somewhere that I can see it every day once I get back to school in like 4 days. I'm so pumped. But basically, I'm excited to make this vision board because I think that it will be really good to just kind of see everything that I feel is kind of just going on in my brain, just to kind of see it on paper and just see and kind of visualize it. So I basically didn't really get any magazines to like cut out things. I just went on Pinterest, and I'm going to print out a bunch of things, a bunch of images for my poster board. Top goals are: 1, this is the generic kind of working out, things like that. But I do not want to work out just to like lose weight or things like that. That's not the goal. I had surgery on my knee last August. That was about 6 months ago, and I just really need to start strengthening it, and I really want to get back into running because I was a cross-country runner in high school. So I definitely want to just be in the pool, swimming at least twice a week, and then have one regular workout. Nothing too crazy, nothing too long, but just something to strengthen my knee. My next goal is really to keep studying for the LSAT. I am taking the LSAT in March, so I have 2 months. I've been studying really since June, so last summer, so it's been a long time that I've been studying for the LSAT. So I just have about 2 more months that I need to really get down to the grindstone and just be working. So I have a lot of LSAT, law school kind of motivation and inspiration on my vision board. My next thing is to get straight A's or very close to it in my kind of school life, because I'm really trying to look to bump my GPA so that I can get into the law schools that I want to apply to and that I'm going to apply to. So I just really want those straight A's, because that will boost my GPA to the points. I have like a whole plan for the next like 3 semesters, so I'm getting really excited about that. My next thing is to just overall be a girl boss, and that means that sometimes when I'm nervous to do things or I feel anxious about doing something, I need to make sure that I kind of work through that and just make things happen for myself and to just do it. So I'm really excited about that. My next thing is I am thinking that I want to end up in Washington, D.C. after I graduate and after I go to law school, things like that. So Mark and I are actually traveling to D.C. for spring break, so we're really excited about that. But basically, I just have a lot of D.C. inspiration, so I can remember just to work for those A's, work through that LSAT, that law school stuff, so that I can end up where I want to be. My next thing that is kind of a goal, I don't have it as much on my vision board. It's right in front of me. That's why I kind of keep pointing to it. It's not so much on there. I have one thing that says like, I'd love it if we made it. And that's more of a reference to like Mark and I. My relationship with him is super important to me. So I'm always kind of looking to how we can make our relationship stronger, better, just us more togetherness. So, which can be really hard because we only get so much time to spend together, because we do go to different schools and our schools are in different states, so we make it work though. So that's another thing on my vision board. I think the last thing that I will kind of say is more on my vision board and a goal for this year is traveling. Traveling is something that is so important to me. I studied abroad last year, and that just really kind of jump started to me, or kind of made it real and made it seem like, you know what, Maddie, traveling is something that you need to do in your life. And I don't have any goals of X amount of countries to visit, you know, all these things, but I definitely want to take a trip with Mark after we graduate. So I'm super excited for that, and I have some motivation on there, but traveling is just something that I really want to do. I would love to do it in my job as a hopefully future lawyer, just things like that. So I am hoping that this vision board, seeing it every day, will just motivate me to keep going after my goals and achieving my dreams. So let's get into the whole vision board process. All right, I feel like this is absolutely taking forever, but I created a little vision board on Pinterest. So basically, I'm going to kind of print off these pictures and post them, or I guess paste them onto my white paper. All right, let's do this. First, I gotta print it off. All right, I just printed 14 pages with ink, and if my dad saw this right now, he'd probably kill me. But hopefully it prints and they print well, and then we can put it on this nice big board. All right, everybody, this is part of the spread. If Pat watches this, RIP, because he's probably gonna have a heart attack because that is a lot of ink.
If I drove to you tonight, would you wanna get away? We could get on a flight and leave today. My mind has been running wild, thinking away. I'd rather be now. I know it has been a while since you envisioned what you once dreamed of. Will you take my hand and run? Won't you take my hand and we can get away? Here we go. Our dreams will be a weekend down the road.
So I have cut everything out. I have a little Maddie's 2019 vision board. I have everything looking all nice. And I think I'm going to cut this white poster board down because it just seems so big. But we will see. So I just cut this board in half, thinking that it would look like really good. But I don't know. I just feel like it looks kind of weird. And I did not cut it fully straight because my scissors is now so dull after cutting through so much paper. And I cut off one of my pieces, one of my favorite signs. My faith was just cut in half, literally. All right, I'm finally starting. Let's do this.
I know is we'll be reflecting back when we are old. Just run, and as we move, we'll see all of the stars align. Now we are young, so just take my hand, let's get away tonight. And see the lights, our future starts today. And I'm in love with the sight, there's nothing I would change. When you are here by my side, you're the wind in the sail and I'm in the ocean. We can feel alive, riding these waves out in the open. Will you take my hand and run? Won't you take my hand and we can get away? We go. Our dreams will be a weekend down the road. All I know is we'll be reflecting back when we are old. Let's just run, and as we move, we'll see all of the stars align. Now we are young, so just take my hand, let's get away tonight.
Okay, so this is kind of the layout of the vision board. I haven't glued anything, but I think this is kind of what it's gonna look like. So I'll get back to you when it's glued.
Just run, and as we move, we'll see all of the stars align. Now we are young, so just take my hand, let's get away tonight.
Call me up when you're sober, when you've showered and changed. You give it up like it's over, but never give it away. And I don't wanna fall for you this time. I can't find the truth in all the lies. If I could, I would believe me. If I could, I wouldn't need you. I don't wanna fall for you this time.
Oh my goodness, I finished. So I'll just give you guys an overview. And I'm gonna go through my whole vision board and just kind of give you the rundown of most of the pictures. So let's get started. It took a lot longer than I was thinking. I started at, I guess I went and got the stuff at 10 and it is 1 now. So we're starting with the vision board. So I'll start I won't go through every single picture, but I'll kind of go through just like the general areas. So we're starting up here. This is Notre Dame's campus. And for those of you that haven't watched any of my videos before, I want to go to law school and this is one school I'm looking at. So it just kind of gives me some motivation. This little square, I love this quote. It's on my Pinterest board and it says, "I'd love it if we made it." I think y'all know what I'm talking about. But over here, this is just like a workout picture because I don't have like any goals workout wise, but this is like a swimming pool and this is kind of just workout motivation because I had surgery on my knee last year and it's starting to kind of hurt again, and it's because it's just not strengthened. I haven't been strengthening it and it's just not getting enough workout, enough motion, all that stuff. So that is kind of my goal with that. It's not so much like losing weight or working out or anything. It's just to really work my knee. And this little quote right here says, "Keep looking where the light pours in." And I think that is just a good reminder because I have another quote that's kind of like that on here, I think. I don't know, but I just like this quote because I think that's kind of like one of the mottos that I lived by when my depression was the worst, because it just reminds me to literally find like the light in even the smallest types of things, because that can just make things a whole lot better. This is another law school campus. I think this is Georgetown, and I really love that campus, so it just is another motivational thing. UW-Madison Law School is another school I'm looking at, so you just get that it's hard Elwood style. While we are here, we should dance. I love swing dancing, and I used to be in ballet, jazz, tap, all that stuff, and I absolutely love dancing. So something that's really, really important to me is traveling. I lived in Austria last year in Salzburg while I was studying abroad, and it was the best thing that I've ever done. And traveling and just seeing the whole, the world is what is really so, so important to me. If I do not travel, I feel like before I die, if I do not travel the most that I can, I will feel like I have not really completed one of my goals in life. So traveling is what I'm really, really looking forward to doing. It's just a reminder. So down here we have Greece, and this is Santorini. This is where Mark and I are possibly wanting to go after we both graduate. So this kind of reminds me to, hey, save your money. This is what I want to do. So you just have some airplane pictures. This is one of the places that I went to when I lived in Austria. This is Washington, D.C. because that is where I'm thinking that I want to end up after I graduate and go to law school. That's just kind of one of my goals. There's another more motivational with Washington, D.C., kind of some law school library stuff. You can do this just as a reminder. Kind of going back down here to Greece, we have just a girl on a plane. I love this photo. I saw this a couple years ago, and I just really like it. So this quote is kind of hard to see, but I'm just going to read it. And when you go wandering where you will go or what will happen next, keep your eyes fixed above. You are far from finished yet. So I just like that quote. It's by Morgan Harper Nichols, and I think all of her quotes are amazing. They just really kind of remind me to look to the Lord when I'm unsure of things. Let's get my camera to focus here again. So here's more kind of travel inspo, Santorini again. This is Hallstatt, Austria. Hallstatt, Österreich. I found this image today. It's just a cat, a little kitty rolling in pink sparkled dough. So I hope to be that cat someday. That'd be great. Another quote, remember when you wanted what you currently have. I love this because there are so many things that I will have prayed for and then God has just answered, and I have to sit and think about, just to remind myself what I prayed for and what I do have. So that is another thing. We have some more law school inspo. No further questions, Your Honor. Another Notre Dame pick. Notre Dame. Next time you see me, I will be a lawyer. I love this image. I always say this image when I see it. Going back up here, happiness comes in waves and it'll find you again. That's another kind of quote that I really like to live by, because sometimes there are points when I do have more lower weeks or lower days, and it just a reminder that that is just a low week and you will find that happiness again. This reminded me of my sorority sisters, and it is real queens fix each other's crowns, and I just think that that's really kind of what my sorority is about. While all of us are trying to just be girl bosses and do all these amazing things, we really want to work to lift each other up. So can't wait to get back to school. This is another picture of, this is probably Hallstatt too. Another airplane picture. I love this quote too. I think you should just go for it. It kind of reminds me of two of my friends that I did study abroad with, because I just feel like, they were all just kind of like, no, do it. I think you should go for it. This is a little style inspiration. I love these Gucci shoes. Got some more law school studying inspo. This one says, this is another Morgan Harper Nichols, and it says, this is the season she will fearlessly pursue these light woven things she was called to do. So that's definitely kind of what I want to live by this 2019, is to just be a girl boss and to kind of work towards the things that I feel called to do. So I'm hoping that I can do that. And then this last quote is, there are always some people in life who always manage to make you laugh a little louder, smile a little brighter, and just make your life seem a whole lot better. And this also reminded me of my sorority sisters, because joining a sorority is one of the best things I've ever done, and I just thought of them. So this is my 2019 vision board. I hope you all enjoyed. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed kind of watching and looking at my vision board and seeing what I'm kind of trying to cook up or kind of feel inspired to do in this 2019. Let me know if you want kind of another video of me explaining my kind of 2019 goals, etc. And I will see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.
Girl in the playground, making a sweet sound, living with no one to please.